Hi, third graders. We're back today and we're going to talk about sorting numbers. And more specifically, we're going to talk about how to sort them if they're even or odd. All right, so let's take a look and remind ourselves what our even numbers are and what our odd numbers are. Okay, so what I've got here is my even numbers. Okay, my even numbers will end in, or the last number in them will be a 0, a 2, a 4, a 6, or an 8. So you can see I'm going up by 2 here, starting with 0. Okay, so if that will help you remember, evens start with 0 and count by 2s. 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, my odds, I start with 1 and count by 2s. So 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 are my odds. Evens, 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8 start with 0, count by 2. Odds, start with 1, count by 2. 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay, now I also said, in order to decide if a number is even or odd, let's look at this number. We look at the last number. We look at this one right here. We don't look at this one. We don't look at this one. We only look at this very last number. Okay? And we say, is that even or is that odd? So I look up here. I see 3 is in my odds, so this is an odd number. Okay? Now I'm looking at this one. Which number am I looking at, third graders? You got it. I'm looking at the 4. And I see my 4 is even, so this is an even number. Now, if your number is only one number, like that, that's the number you look at. But if there is more than one number in your number, you look at the very last one. Okay, well, you have it here. What is this? You got it. That's odd. Okay, so let's try and take some numbers and let's sort them by even and odd. So here I have even. Here I have odd. And here I have my list of numbers. So we need to decide, which one am I looking at? You got it. I'm looking at the 4. Is that even or odd? Do I start at 0 and count by 2s? 0, 2, 4. There it is. 4. We know that's an even because I started at 0 to count by 2s. Okay, we're going to look at that 7. Is that even or odd? Now, even if you can only remember even, that would be fine. Because if you remember that we start at 0 and count by 2s for evens, you could say your evens and you'll know if it's not one of them, it's odd. So if I start at 0 and count by 2, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, I never said 7, so that must be odd. Okay, we're looking at the 9 at the end, the 9 at the end. Okay, I count my evens again, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, no 9, so it's an odd. Okay, right here I'm looking at my 3, you got it. So I count by 2s starting at 0. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, nope, must be an odd. So I start with I look at my 2, last number. 0, 2, oh, there it is. I know that what I'm saying is my even, so that's an even number. Okay, third graders, so remember the important things to remember when we're trying to decide if it's even or odd. Even, we start at 0, count by 2. If you can remember one of these, then you'll know that if it's not there, it's the other. Okay? Odd, we start at 1, count by 2. And which number do we look at? You got it. We're going to look at that very last number. The number all the way to the right. Okay, third graders. You did great. We'll see you later.